A new era has officially begun, and that is right, we are finally on the road to 40,000. That's right, 40,000 VR. Can't believe I'm saying that. It has been a long time coming. And guys, yeah, welcome back. We are going to be grinding VR as consistently as ever on the road to 40k. I know I used to do my road to 20k series last year, which led into the road to 30k, which kind of, you know, faded in and out. And then I recently kind of picked it back up on stream and hit 30k just a couple days ago, at least at the time I'm recording this. Currently at 30,008 VR. But yeah, I am committed to grinding VR for you guys at home for your entertainment and hopefully make my way towards 40,000. It's going to be a long journey. The road to 30k was a lot longer than I had anticipated, just because once I hit like that 24, 25, 26k range, VR was hard to come by. You know, when I first hit 20k, I was getting matched with all these high-level players, 25 upwards of 30k. But once you get up there, it is just harder and harder to find people. And that's kind of what I'm going through right now. It has been increasingly challenging to find good rooms. I'm just going to try to make do with what I can. Also, I don't think I've ever tricked that high and actually hit the tree that high up. Lost so much time there. But yeah, we're going to see how we can do today. It's been a while since I've recorded one of these videos. Like I said, I've been playing on stream. And I'm just excited to grind. Can we wall dodge? We can. What? I don't think I've ever done that before. I had no confidence in my ability right there. What just happened? This is like the perfect track to wall dodge though, because there are just so many walls everywhere. Like that's kind of the problem I have, is there's just not a lot of walls when you need them. And that's kind of why a lot of people like using Mr. Scooty actually. But we are here. There's a shock. We're in second. We're in a really good spot. Assuming we grow here. Hopefully I actually get a box in second. Okay, perfect. And we do get double red shells and we can take out this player. They really had no chance. That's why you always want the second place box when it's really that close. And do they have anything? They don't. I was worried about a green shell. We'll get the first in the first race. And let's see. I actually didn't check the VR of this lobby. Hopefully we get some good gains though. Plus 16, not ideal, but off to a good start. Did not take long. Mumu Meadows already. I feel like this is one of those tracks that is bound to come up. It's like this track, Excite Bike, Paris, Mary Mountain, the 4. I don't even know what you want to say about that, but yeah, they always come up online. Definitely a fan favorite. I can see why. Probably a lot of people have nostalgia for Mario Kart Wii. This is definitely not the case for me. I'm gonna, you know, try to stay more positive when it comes to it. I feel like a lot of tracks that I dislike in this game, the reason I dislike them is just because I don't really practice them. Maybe I'm not very good at them, but I can definitely appreciate them, you know, the more I play the game. I feel like this game is chock full of awesome tracks, and they just happen to come in all shapes and sizes and lengths and amount of shortcuts, and you get the point. But yeah, we're actually in a good spot to be starting in first on this track, as I feel like I can never catch up. There are a couple of shortcuts, but there really aren't too many item sets. I think that's really the problem. It's just so short and there's really not that much time, which I think being in the front is even better because there's less likely to be like a shock and a blue shell pulled no matter how far ahead you are, because of how few items there really are. And yeah, we're just kind of chilling in the front. Gotta watch out for the cows. Gotta respect the cows. I feel like I have just disrespected these cows so many times and it has come back to bite me. But not today. Go ahead and chain one more time. Okay, there's the shock. Ate my words already. That was quick. You know, which happens every video and stream at this point. But now it really just comes down to the red shells. Yep, there it is. I think second has like a 60 or 70% chance to pull a red. It's really not surprising when you are in first and get redded. And that is surprising. I didn't get smart bounced or fired. What was that? I will take that luck all day. Another first place. Off to a great start on this road to 40,000 VR. Really cannot complain. We get the plus 17. BK Summit. I guess this game just kind of evens itself out. You know, I was talking about bad tracks like Mumu Meadows always coming up, but then we get good tracks like DK Summit to even it all out. So yeah, so far so good. I feel like, although I do like to complain about track picks a lot of the time, it really does work out. I do get to play a lot of the tracks I prefer. The only thing I will say is that normally I feel like there's not a lot of bagging tracks that get picked. I think it's just the fatigue that people have for bagging and picking those tracks maybe. Of course, I'm always going to pick a bagging track if I get the chance to. We're going to do a really scuffed shortcut. I guess that works out. As long as I don't fall off the track, then I'm happy. I could have taken the shortcut earlier with this shroom, but I figured it'd be better to hold it. And yeah, I am in first. So that was the right play. And we're just going to try to run away with this one. This is definitely a track that kind of shows how good the lobby is, if you will, because in general, you know, the better the player, the more effective they can do the double cut on this track. And I do find in these like 10k rooms that less and less people take it. We're going to see, you know, we're just going to tank this because the blue shell is right there. And then we can go ahead and dodge the blue. I was worried I was going to fail that, but we are good to go. And I'm going to hold this coin too because the next set is a single. And I don't want to pull another coin. I want to get some protection for the inevitable second red shell because that is always the case. And yeah, make sure I get a box actually. I almost missed it. But we are good. Yeah, we have a huge lead. There's definitely going to be a shock. This track is very shock prone because of the cannon set. If you guys didn't know, whenever there's a cannon, like on this track, Maple Treeway, Rainbow Road, DK Mountain, a couple examples, the game, because of the distance-based items the game has, it thinks that you're way further behind than you are. So even like second going through the cannon right now can probably pull something like a star or like a golden mushroom, even though they probably never pull that in second unless they were really far behind. And wow, second blue shell, not really surprising for this track. What is surprising is this double item pull I just got. Also, what are my lines, of course, right there. Well, that blue shell just like completely caught me off guard. It like cut a bunch of corners. Also, the boo took my green shell right after I used the horn. That was really lucky. There's the shock. We have a huge lead. I have no reason to be worried, rather. Yeah, I'm just so far ahead. That shock did not even matter at all. I bonked the shy guy. We had a huge breakaway and yet another first place. Just on a roll today so far. Third blue shell as well. Wow, what a crazy race. Really not much more I can say. And hopefully, you know, another like plus 16, plus 17 we've been getting in this lobby. I am fine with that. Yeah, another plus 17. Let's go. And I'm actually shocked to see we have mirror mode. I was not paying attention in between the last couple races. And this one, well, we have mirror mode, very rare. If you guys didn't know, Nintendo actually has nerfed it basically every single patch since like wave 3 or 4 maybe. And it's just less and less common every single day you play this game. Same with 200cc actually, basically never see either of those, which is really a shame in my mind. You know, definitely some fun modes, maybe not to play all the time, but to get some variety in these rooms for sure. Especially mirror mode because it really, I feel like, evens the playing field because a lot of the time, you know, people are really good at certain tracks because they practice them so much. But with mirror mode, you know, everyone's more or less on an equal playing field. And yeah, just like that, I just whiffed the shortcut, completely failed. I've never taken this path on mirror mode, and I actually don't even think it's any faster. I was just trying to avoid all the items. But as soon as I do that, like 3 other people take the same route. And I probably will stick it out in this room. I've been playing, like I said, a lot on stream recently on the road to 30k before I hit that. And it has been like impossible to find a good room this time of night, which is actually only like late afternoon, early evening for me. But unless I'm playing in the morning, my time, which is in the evening in Japan, it's like impossible to find a good room with high-level players, a little VR at least. So yeah, we're just gonna hope for the best in this room. We've already fallen behind. I keep actually failing the startup boost because I'm commenting. That's actually a pretty common problem I have. But it looks like the top couple players are far enough ahead that I can pull another dodge here, and that is the case. And we can just wait, and we can lag trail that player. Oh, they actually took 2 of my red shells. I was hoping to only hit them with 1. Surprisingly no shock somehow this whole race. We've been pulling like boos and stars left and right, and everyone else has as well. And I just keep pulling triple reds as well. We'll watch out for this bullet bill. Maybe we'll, yeah, another star. There's just so many power items in play. And another boo, another bullet bill. I just really cannot keep up. In 9th, I'm basically guaranteed a good pull here. Unless I get 4 shrooms, of course. That is not necessarily a good pull. Okay, that's great. I'm going to use it. The red shell is coming for me. There could be a shock from that last set if last place pulls it right now. That'd be ideal. Okay, that's not the case. We're just going to take it inside, not compete for the double, hopefully get something good. Use the shock, anybody. This has been pretty tame for this race. You know, basically nothing happened, could not get a dodge, couldn't catch up, and I'll take a 5th, which honestly isn't too bad. I might lose VR in this room though, and yeah, we actually lose 2 VR for 5th. We're back, Yoshi or Yoshi's Island. Let me know in the comments section how you guys pronounce it. I feel like in North America, people say Yoshi, but in Europe, maybe it's Yoshi, which is pretty sure the correct way to say it actually in Japan. And yeah, we're playing Yoshi's Island, like I said, hopefully bouncing back to a top spot. We kind of got stuck. You know, I threw, got hit, couldn't catch up. No shock, surprisingly, on that last track. But that's just not a really good track to catch up on. Anyways, this one has a lot more shortcuts. It's kind of good to to bag and run. I really enjoy doing both, honestly. I normally prefer to front run though, if I had to pick one. And oh, we almost got the snipe there. I had to go for it for the chain. And we'll of course go for the shortcut. We're both gonna miss it though. We both threw. Well, someone else hit it behind us. Perfect. And even more perfect is that they hit it. Oh, that's a red shell. Wow, I had to like cancel my drift there because of that. But we made it work. But yeah, basically the player ahead of me just missed it and I was able to hit it, but we unfortunately fell off the track there. And I can go ahead and chain this red at the set maybe once this player ahead of me goes through. There we go. And okay, we're gonna get bumped sideways. I guess I'll just go ahead and bag here, honestly. I only have 3 coins. What is this camera angle? This is super weird. I'm like stuck in the corner. That's why I had no idea what was going on there. I'll be able to just take it easy, get some coins. I was just an unfortunate circumstance getting redded at the set. And then I had a boomerang, so I couldn't really protect myself anyways. I had to like, you know, switch my angle basically, like what happened last lap. The boomerang is very powerful, but it is frustrating when you're getting red shelled constantly with it. And yeah, let's just back that. Don't really need to throw that anywheres. And what can we get? Okay, that's actually pretty solid. I'm pretty sure there is a bill extension like in the underwater section that I didn't know about, but in a recent video when I was doing the don't get hit strategy, I think I figured that out. I'm not sure if there's a better one or not actually. We're gonna use it then. Hopefully there's no shock between now and then we have the perfect item in the pocket. Definitely really fortunate to pull the star. And yeah, we're gonna go now in this little, is it a castle? Never mind, I lied. That was the shortest bullet bill of all time. I just passed like the whole room on that corner. That's probably why. But yeah, just like that, we're back up into 3rd place. Unfortunately, no shock once again. I was really hoping to get a dodge there. That player gets taken out. Gotta watch out for that boomerang. We're gonna go ahead and hit the shortcut for this player. We're not. We're gonna employ the same strategy as last time. And just like lap 1, someone else hit the shortcut for me. Wow, that is perfect. Just like I drew it up and we get the first. That was so lucky. I just expected someone to hit it for me and they did. And then we just passed first. We get the first, back on top in the plus 17. We're back this time on Sunshine Airport. Great track to be in first on. And I just cannot get the startup boost today. I actually like was focusing even harder that time to try to get it to work. But I'm just doing a little bit too late. It seems like, oh, I should have held that coin too because I actually want to take the inside route since I am in first here. Don't want to waste any time going around for the double. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can get another first place finish. Well, I got lucky and pulled the banana anyways. And do they have a red shell behind me? Okay, they don't. We are good. Yeah, I'll just take this inside. I think I actually want to do that in the reverse order. Go for the blue mini turbo and then the purple after. Okay, they're actually getting redded. And yeah, a lot of people, I think I got this not last video, but a couple of videos ago on why, you know, I look backwards so much. A lot of other content creators do. And it's basically just to get an idea of what the players around me have for items. So I really want to see, you know, when I'm about to chain at an item set, if the player behind me has a red shell, it's a very common tactic to chain your item at an item set so that the person in front of you doesn't have as much protection. Like, you know, if second place, say, has a red shell and they hit me after the set and I pull a coin and banana, then I'll have no item. So if they pull even a single red shell there, then they can just get me and I'll be hit with no protection. But especially when you're in the middle of the pack, it's important to be aware of your surroundings for like triple shells, fire, boomerangs, piranha plants. Literally so many hazards in this game that you need to look out for. Wow, that's a banana. That was close. That's actually a kind of a tricky spot. Good thing you can trick over it there though. But yeah, because I basically have not gone for any double boxes, I'm just going to hold on to this, that I'm not stuck. And okay, there's the blue shell about right. And okay, maybe I'll go ahead and chain now actually. Oh no, I'm actually going to miss the set because I got hit like sideways there. That was kind of weird. But we do have a lead. There might be a shock since I do have a bit of a breakaway. I have not been fortunate to be, you know, on the receiving end of a shock dodge or anything so far, because I've been in the pack. And yeah, there's been a shock. But I was going to say, because I feel like when I've been in first in this room, I've been pretty far ahead, but in the pack, you know, first hasn't had too much of a lead. That's probably why there hasn't been too many shocks. But yeah, hopefully they don't pull double reds here. I'm just making sure there's no greens coming down at me. But yeah, it looks like we are good to go for yet another first. No need to back that on the line, of course. And hopefully another solid VR gain in this room. It's been pretty good to me so far. Another plus 16. Like always in these videos, we have a repeat. Only, I think this is like race number 7, so it really did not take long at all. But this is probably the one track that I don't mind repeating the most out of like every single track in this game. As I feel like if I had to pick one track that I could do consistently well on, you know, if I was looking to get a top spot, this would probably be it honestly, because I feel like I'm normally pretty good at this track, although my driving so far has not been good. I once again missed the startup boost. We missed the box there to throw the red shell. We missed the red shell snipe and the cannon. But yeah, this shortcut is kind of the great divider in these rooms to see who's good at the map and who's not. And it's basically an essential shortcut to learn. I missed the box again. I threw, just as I'm saying that I'm actually good at this track. Maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. But yeah, this is probably one of the best shortcuts to practice if you guys are still, you know, getting into this game, getting used to the tracks, trying to get better. It is actually pretty tough to get it consistently well. I still struggle with actually landing on the boost panel, which I think is like the ideal place to land. But if you can land just before, you can kind of hop a little bit and get it. And wow, blue shell already. I think there's like actually 3 blue shells last time. We do not pull the super horn, but we can get some iframes on that red shell, which is always nice. And there's another red shell, just was able to react in time. I actually don't think I got the player behind me. No, I didn't with the bomb there. Another red shell. Wow, everyone's here. Actually got bumped and lost my mini turbo there. I was trying to drift. I just lost it completely. We get bumped again. Thankfully, I don't get bumped off the track. So that is a brutal spot to fall off on. But yeah, we're still in third. We're right here. Got to watch out for the boomerang. There's a red shell. And that player's going to boomerang. No, they're not. They're going to throw it again. Okay, that was the last throw. We actually trail each other's items there. I was trying to get them with the trail. And of course, we're going to get the first place box. There's another blue shell. Wait, can I stop right here? Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, the blue shell is not even close. That was good heads up play on my part. I thought I might not be able to actually stop in time. And okay, don't get hit by the blue. That is perfect. Watch out for the star behind me. This red shell come for me. Oh, it is. The player in second actually had a star, so the red shell passed him. If you guys didn't know, if you're in a star and someone throws a red shell, it'll just go around you. And we might as well like chain this. Never mind. I'm just throwing like literally at every point in this race. But the good thing is it kind of worked out. You know, I backed out from that blue shell there and we nailed the double cut. Even though I'm in the off-road, it doesn't matter. We get the first, another first. So many firsts this video. And the plus 17 once again. Finally on a bagging track here. And I want to do just that. I could probably run in this room if I really wanted to. But of course, you guys know me. I really do enjoy bagging. And like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of people just don't vote for the bagging tracks when I'm playing online, no matter what VR people have in the room I'm in. And like I mentioned earlier, you know, this room has been definitely pretty tame compared to some of the rooms I've played in, especially in these videos and on stream. But it's kind of nice just to have a chill episode of Road to 40K to kick off the new series. And like I said, I'm going to definitely make an effort to play earlier in the day, which in the morning for me is nighttime in Japan. So that's like prime time to play this game. I'm pretty sure like 60-70% of the player base is Japanese. At least that's the statistics when it comes to competitive. So maybe even more not so, not in competitive rather. I'm not really sure actually. But yeah, we get the shock already. Do I want to use it yet? I might as well hold it honestly and see what I get. Okay, we get the star. What is the play here? It's so early. It doesn't really matter honestly if I like just use this shock or if someone else has a shock. But maybe I'll go ahead and just like chain it into this set right here. And I don't think anyone dodged. There might be a boo, of course. No way I can see that. That's a pretty solid pull. And I'm hoping to stay in like 9th place here and chain into this set. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Basically guarantee a good box and maybe try to take the shortcut and smuggle a good item into first. Oh, we actually get the star. Okay, what I'm going to do is go around here. I could take the really large shortcut on the right, but I'm going to go ahead and take kind of the softer, the lesser version. Save some of my shrooms at least. And yeah, we can go ahead and fail. I'll go ahead and just chain all my shrooms there. So I'm up in second. I was going to say third, second. That's a red shell. I'm actually going to slow down here, let them pass. Maybe they'll throw their red shell at first. But I'm just in like a prime position right now, as long as I don't get redded here with the items I have in third place. And okay, yeah, that player passed me. There's a red shell indicator. Is it going to go for me? Okay, yeah, it was. Good thing I used my star there. And I actually want to try to star that player. I actually missed them. We're going to wait. They're still holding it. Wow, what a menace. They've been holding that red shell for the entire race, like the whole last lap, it feels like. I've been trying to evade them this whole time. That is actually wild how they never chain that. Just they didn't want to lose their protection. But yeah, this player in front of me had the same idea. We can both take the big shortcut there. And I actually might be able to pass them. Never mind. I actually threw completely. If I didn't get hit by the rock, I might have got it past anyways. So that's definitely my fault. But I'll still take a third. No second shock. Didn't really expect there to be. So not too bad at all. We get the +7. Mushroom Gorge, finally. I feel like I never really get to play this track online. easily one of my favorites. So glad to be here. That last race was kind of funny. I was thinking about it. I feel like if the player didn't have a red shell and I wasn't so passive and, you know, able to just drive forward and not worry about getting redded, I probably could have won that race pretty easily. I would have been way further ahead and wouldn't have had to worry about slowing out and not getting redded. But yeah, we get the third. I threw a little bit at the end too, so definitely a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill there. Yeah, we're gonna do some bagging as always on this track. I see a lot of people run this track. I still think it is definitely a bagging track with how frequent there's a shock in the tunnel section here, and also just with how often. Also, I'm just gonna do that. I do that every time. I use this star thinking I can just like go over the mushroom there normally, but you definitely cannot. But yeah, I was gonna say the gap cut is just too important to ignore. That's why I think definitely more of a bagging track, and I basically always bag. I almost never run this track. Now we're gonna go ahead and use that. That is a crazy 8 right on top of me. I don't want to get hit by that. Yeah, my line's been all over the place. I definitely always throw when it comes to having a star on this track, because it makes you fly so much further in this mushroom section, and I almost do that like every single time I play this track, I feel like. But yeah, we're just gonna take it easy. We're gonna go for the super safe method of the shortcut. Yeah, good thing we had the gold in there, because I kind of like got clipped on the side and got stuck there, so that was kind of ideal. Hopefully I can save this star for a little bit. Missed my trick there. That's okay. We can just kind of recover with the star nicely, get the double, maybe get a good box here, and we do get a crazy pull. That happens, I don't know why, I feel like that happens a lot on that specific item set. Feels like kind of like a cannon set on some of the maps where the game thinks you're like way further behind, but I guess you really aren't. Let's go ahead and just take the gap cut here and make it, and then we get shocked on the line, but we get the first. Yeah, I don't think anyone else took the gap cut. I actually was about to smuggle triple reds and 2 shrooms across the finish line, and of course the shock had to ruin it, but we get the first. Let's see what we can get. Another plus 17. We're back on Hyrule, one of my favorite tracks. So many good tracks today. I can definitely not complain, especially because a lot of them have been coming right after I get a first, and they're just like setting me up for another good race right after I get a first. So basically, best case scenario, gonna miss all those coins. No reds behind me there, so we're good. Yeah, hopefully we can continue our crazy streak today, just getting first like 90% of these races. It has been pretty incredible. We're gonna keep going for it here. And okay, we're so far so good. I'm just gonna not go for the second mini turbo. Definitely faster to like snake a little bit there, but I can never get the exact alignment I need. I'll just take a very safe but slower route, and already we have a bit of a lead with that shortcut. Like I said earlier, the DK Summit double cut is super important for online play. This shroomless cut is super important. Actually, for some reason, took way too long to figure it out. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite shortcuts, shroomless shortcuts that is, and one of the reasons I really enjoy this track so much too is because it is just so satisfying to pull it off. All right, another red shell, unfortunately, right after the set, like I was talking about earlier. You know, that's probably the best point to chain it. We're gonna go ahead and go for the shortcut again, and we're probably just gonna run away with this race here because we have a crazy lead, and I expect it to be nothing but downhill from here. You know, bunch of red shells, bunch of blue shells, maybe a shock. Maybe not a bunch of blue shells, maybe 1 blue shell. Okay, I'm not gonna go for that mini turbo trick. There is a banana right there. That's another banana. Wow, good thing I was a little bit wide on my turn there. Yeah, we have a huge lead right now. I'm going to chain for the blue shell here. I think that's the only play. This is going to be my last item set of the race too, taking the shroomless shortcut one more time. And okay, we get the bomb. There's the blue right on cue. Not really surprised. And can I actually take the shortcut here before the blue comes? I'm actually going to fail a little bit. I was going a little bit wide. I didn't get hit by this piranha plant equivalent. I don't know what they're actually called in Hyrule here. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get yet another first. First, we're going to bank the bomb off the finish line as we always do. And actually, we almost hit second with that. That was really close. And okay, the race actually finished. I thought it was going to lag out. I just drove like another lap or two after we finished. And another plus 17. We're back in GBA Mario Circuit. DK Summit was actually on the board. I was looking to play it a third time, but we have this track instead. I actually do enjoy playing this track ever since I learned how to drive and do the shroomless shortcuts. We're going to try front running here. It is a smaller room. We actually lost like 7 people, I think, and gained only a couple more because of the disconnect that happened last race. So yeah, we're going to see if we can front run. I really don't expect much to happen on this track, even though it is normally a bagging track. With these smaller rooms, normally not like too many shocks or blue shells. And wow, wait. Oh no, I was going to say, I thought my Green shell didn't actually break the red. I thought it was like the tire, but no, it did break. I thought I had a crazy play because I went over the shortcut because that was actually really clean for me at least. But yeah, there's so many good streamless shortcuts. You can do that one, cutting off that corner. The ending one. Oh no, the boo steals the super horn. Yeah, that was definitely too good to be true. Having green shell's super horn on like my first 2 pulls of the game, of the race. But we already have a huge lead, and that can only mean one thing. It is all downhill from here. And I actually don't know if I'm doing this shortcut correctly, but you can kind of like cut off the grass here. The blue is out. Red shell iframes. Okay, I mean, I'll take that, I guess. There's a random king boo out of nowhere. Did they get hit by the blue shell? I think they did. They're lagging so much. I have no idea where they are. Yeah, they're gone. They're like ahead of me. Now they're way behind me. And then I get another double protection pull in first. What is happening this race? Hopefully the rooms aren't too laggy. I know there was just a disconnect in that last race. But so far, things been pretty good today, honestly. But yeah, looks like we are good to go unless I throw on the shortcut, which I do. But we have a big enough lead where it doesn't matter. Oh, it almost mattered. Wow, that was really bad. But we will come away with another first place. And what can we get? The plus 15. Right, yet another front-running track. 3DS Rainbow, the room filled up. I didn't really check the VR level, but I feel like it's going to be pretty low. Because when I am the only high-level player in the room, I feel like things just never work out. And I don't know why I went for those coins, just to get bumped off the tracks. Maybe my work is cut out for me this race. Hopefully we can catch up. Last time, I think it was on Warriors Gold Mine on mirror mode earlier, I really struggled to catch up after getting hit out early. This is another track that's definitely hard to come back on. But if there was, a room to do it in, this would be it. Let's see how we can do. I do have a really good pull already. These triple shrooms, I can just hold them. Hopefully just drive by everyone. Yeah. Oh, that's a super horn. Okay, I'm going to slow down here. Watch out. They're definitely going to try to horn that player off on the ramp here, right? Right? Surprisingly, no. Okay, well, they have the red shell. I figured they would because they could break the red and get them out. Maybe they want to hold it in case there's like a blue shell. Maybe they'll pass them here. And I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just chain minus. Maybe I should have used those shrooms earlier so they didn't go to waste there. All right, there's the horn. Wait, the other player had a horn and then they wasted it. Yeah, definitely not surprised with that. So if there's a blue shell, both these players, they could have had a horn, but they got rid of them. And speak of that, yeah, there's the blue shell right there. I'm going to miss, though, and fall down below. But just like that, they didn't have their horn for the blue. And do we just, like, fire this player out? I think I do, right? Because I don't want to get leg trailed here. And I have the shroom in first. Hopefully I don't get red or anything. I guess if they're still behind me, they can't have a red because they're just in first. Pull that red shell, rather. And I think I just go for it here. I do have the shroom. Is there going to be a second blue? Probably not. Maybe I should have went for protection there, actually. But I do believe the lower path is a little bit faster on this track. Hopefully we can just run away with this race, getting up into first and never looking back. Yeah, looks like that's going to be the case. Yet another first place. And let's see what we can get for our VR gains now that a couple more people have joined the room. Hopefully it's a little bit higher than last time. And the plus 16, pretty typical for this room. Let's do one more race to finish off the episode. Maybe getting almost at 200 gained for the episode. That'd be crazy. Could kick off the series on a high note. Of course, the races haven't been as crazy as some of the other episodes in, the past or the 20k or the 30k series. But hopefully you guys have been enjoying today's video either way. Like I've been saying, I am looking forward to making more of these videos for you guys. And why am I going on this side of the pinball? That was kind of weird. I should have just went on the other side, so I was super slow. But yeah, I do plan on being a lot more consistent with these videos for you guys so you can enjoy 2, not more videos a week. Definitely 2 is where I'm looking to be at for, how many videos I'm going to make. So definitely look out for that. And oh no, I missed the double box just barely there as it like got despawned from that pinball. We almost get hit by it too, actually. But yeah, I am looking forward to the grind. It's going to be long. We get, fortunately, redded out. They have fire too. We're going to get lag trailed. Yeah, things are just all downhill already. But hopefully we can make the comeback. This is a long track, still lots of race left to go. But like I said as well earlier, definitely going to try my best to record early in the morning to get with some good Japanese players, good Japanese lobby. Because it's not only like this time of day, but it's like pretty much any time like after like the afternoon or evening for me. I just cannot find a good room anymore. There was a period on stream where I was getting like 20k rooms every single time. I don't know if there's less people playing or Nintendo changed something with the matchmaking. Last like couple weeks have definitely been pretty bad compared to how they used to be, at least. Hopefully things pick up here Gotta watch out for all these items. Players, they're gonna get hit. We're gonna get hit. No, we're not. We're gonna bounce off the little bounce pad. The what's it even called, honestly, in the pinball machine? I have no idea. That player just got hit, legged a little bit. We're gonna go super wide. We're gonna get boomeranged. I guess it didn't matter. And still have one more shot. We're gonna get hit by nothing. I think there's actually a lag trail from those green shells. And yeah, basically the same thing happened on lap 1 and 2 this race. I get comboed. I get hit by one thing and just goes all downhill, and we are back down into like a bottom spot. What can we get? Can we get a dodge here? Maybe that'd be awesome. Okay, no, we get triple mushrooms. Let's just use that horn so I can start using my shrooms here. What are my lines, of course? And hopefully first is far enough ahead that I can get a good pull here, because I am in 8th. I don't want a notorious 8th place boxer. We're gonna wait, actually. Okay, that's a really good pull. Oh no, I spammed 2 shrooms instead of 1 there. But hopefully there's a shock. I guess not. That's not going to be the case. There's been like a very low amount of shocks today for me to even have potential to dodge. And once again, I hit the pinball, and it's just all downhill. Pretty fitting for this track, honestly. I feel like that happens more often than not, where things just do not work out. Basically got comboed every single lap. But I guess lap 3 was kind of my own doing, and we get the 10th and the -29. That's going to do it for episode 1 of Road to 40,000 VR. That's right, 40,000. We kicked things off with 30,008 VR, and we finished with 30,149. A gain of 141. Not a bad way to kick off the series. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of VR in that last race. Make sure to check out some of my other videos on screen now. Make sure to leave a like if you have not already. Consider subscribing if you guys enjoyed the video as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.